Hey everybody, how are y'all doing? It's been a long time since I've been live up here, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been quite a minute. Um, and I'm up here just to talk a little bit with y'all. Just here to talk a little bit and to share, some insight to what I have going on, y'all. So, most of you all know that I have a book. Woo! Y'all, it's unbelievable. I'm still in shock. I don't think it's quite hit me yet, but I'm in shock that I have a book that's coming out next month. So I'm here to answer any questions y'all got regarding this book. You probably see me a lot of posts that I've been posting, but I just want to share with y'all some insight into what this book is about. So the book is about my life. It's about my life. If you've seen the cover, you see that it's like from my earliest years that I can remember up to um, most of my 20s, early 30s or whatever. So it is very raw and uncut. Nah, it's not that uncut, y'all, but it's very raw and transparent. And I felt like the Lord was leading me to write this book because there's so many people that needed to be healed, like I needed to be healed. And so um, I wrote the book. It took me forever, y'all, to write this book, but I wrote it. Um, I did it, y'all. Like, I'm still nervous. It took me a minute to get up here. I was telling my husband, I was like, I'm nervous about getting on live. And then y'all know if y'all been following me for a while, I've been doing lives for a minute. Like, but I was so nervous about getting up here. Legit nervous about getting up here. But I'm here to ask any questions that y'all have about the book. Like, if y'all want to know like what the book is about. Um, so it is excuse me, it is really about trauma, really how I experienced trauma, how I healed from it, some of the things that I experienced when I was growing up, into my teenage years, and how it had effect on my life in my adult life and my teenage life, my teenage and adult life. And so it's just the raw like things that I've experienced, like everything from promiscuity, uh, substance use, horrible relationships. It's about, me witnessing domestic violence, um, me overcoming that, me finding God, me finding my voice, me finding my freedom, and like what that really took and what it looked like in my life. So, um, I'm really sharing like everything, like legit everything, in hopes that other people find, thank you, other people find their freedom too. So if you've been following me, I used to do these videos called Tough Topic Tuesdays. And so in Tough Topic Tuesdays, I literally talked about any and everything, most of the stuff that people don't want to talk about. And so when I was talking about those things, I used to have people come on with me and we just talked about like life stuff. Y'all know I don't mind talking about life stuff. I do social work, so I see all kinds of stuff all the time. And I felt the need to really talk about it. And so that's really where these conversations started. Uh, the conversation started with me seeing things in the community, needing to talk about it, me having to having experienced certain things in my life. And I feel like it need to be talked about. I feel like when we voice the things, we put it out there, it has to be addressed. So I was just never afraid to talk about those things. But what I was afraid to do, to put it out to the masses, when I talk about my own life, like that's something that I was afraid to do. I was afraid to share the ins and outs of the things I did, but I own my stuff. Like I was like never like trying to hide it or anything. I lived my life. And so when I came with my husband, and he knew all the ins and outs of the things that I did. So I was always that person that was not afraid to share, like, the things I did and the things that just made who I was. Like, because we all have our shortcomings. We all experience things that excuse me, we all experience things that sometimes we did it, and we ain't the most proud of it, but we did it. And so um I started doing the Tough Topic Tuesdays to bring light to a lot of situations and bring awareness. And it was like it did a lot of people justice. A lot of people were glad to hear me talk about those things, and the transparency and the rawness about it, and bringing other people up and sharing their stories too. So the word says that we overcome by the blood of the lamb and the word of our testimony. So when not only does Jesus help us with overcoming, but when we hear other people speak out their mouths or what their experiences are, that helps people overcome too. So over time I started free, and with free, we I just me and my friend, we were having conversations about how people just need to support each other, because they need to hear some we need someone that can hear our stories and support us, and be there for us and help us overcome those things that we're challenged with, because there's power in unity, y'all. Like, there's so much division in the world, but when we come together, there's so much power. And so that's why I started free. And so we started having monthly gatherings with women, and we just did things together, and we supported each other. Like, whatever was going on at that time, we supported each other, and that's how free came about. And later, moving forward, like, I started doing more videos, and over time, like, really started with journaling. So I was journaling, which brought a lot of healing for me. If you journal, type in the comments that you journal, because and if you can attest that it brings healing, write it in the comments, because journaling brought so much healing to me in my life, especially when I got in a relationship with my husband. Because if y'all know, write in the comments, you get in a relationship with somebody, it bring out all them hidden parts, like all those hidden things that you thought you were healed from. You ain't healed from them. And so journaling helped with that a lot. Therapy helped with it a lot. Having mentors helped with it a lot. And my journaling just turned into a book, literally. God led me to write a book, and who, y'all, it was a struggle. Yes, it's very therapeutic. Like, journaling is very therapeutic, and it was a struggle, y'all, putting it out there. But it's out now. It's not going to be shipped out to people until next month, though. But it's out there. It's actually, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm new to this, but it's actually available on Amazon right now too, by accident. So if you order it on Amazon, you might pay a little bit more, but you can get it faster than next month. So, but if you want to order it from me, you'll definitely get it cheaper from my website and from the event. So this was very a challenging task, but I did it, y'all. I did it. I wrote a book, and it's about my life. And they say, tell your story before somebody else get a chance to tell it. So I had to joke with my mom. I was like, some people be having the nerve to try to tell your story, and you ain't even you ain't even told your story yet. And so and this is why I was preparing my book to go along. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to put this out there, because people need to hear my story, and I ain't gonna let nobody else tell my story. So I put it out there. Um, yeah, so it's out. It's ready to be purchased. And I was talking about something else, and I forgot what it was. Um, but yeah, it's out there. I'm so happy to have done it, because it was a level of growth that I needed. Because I always go so hard for everybody else, so hard. Can anybody else relate to that? Can y'all relate to the fact that y'all go hard for everybody else, and y'all don't go hard for yourselves? Anybody else relate? I can relate. Like I can put in all the hours for somebody else. But when it came to me, it was a challenge for a long time to go hard for me. And so I decided to go hard for me. And that's exactly what I did. I went hard for myself. I wrote the book. I went through all the works. Like God earlier, and y'all probably seen it in my year in review when I did it on New Year's Eve. But my year in review, I talked about how I was God led me to go to therapy because I needed to work on my level of vulnerability because this book took me a whole nother level of vulnerability. He knew what I was going to be facing. And so it took me a long time because I was going through the thoughts of like, what will people think? Like, what would people think like when they see it? But it's just who I am. So it don't matter what people think. And it's who I am, what I experience it. And I witnessed for myself that my story, my challenges have helped other people. And so with that said, um, it's it's out there, y'all. It's out there. Let me see if there's any questions or any comments. Thank you, aunties. Um, Thank you, friend. So yeah, I'm in here on Instagram too. So yes, so it's out there. I had a lot of people, y'all, that was really rooting for me and getting this out. And the level of support that I had in doing it was unmatched. Like I wasn't even gonna do an event. Like, and somebody was like, you need to do an event because this is your first book and all this stuff. And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And it's out here, y'all. So if you're looking to support a sister, or you can purchase a ticket or buy a book for somebody else, because you never know somebody else who might need it. Like um you can go on Amazon to see like what the book is about, like literally. Excuse me. I take you through the highs and lows of my life and the successes that I experienced in my life. And um, I'm proud of me, y'all. I'm proud of me. You ever had a moment where you're just like, dang, I went through all of that. But I'm proud of me. I'm really, really proud of me. And I did this for me. But most importantly, I did it for other people because I feel like we all need to be free. Like there's something that we're all experiencing that we've all gone through in the past that we may be suppressed. And we have to get free from it because it's the only way that we can live the life that we desire and the life that we desire and the life that God purposed us to live. And let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff in this book that I did not remember. That's the gag, y'all. There's a lot of stuff that I wrote that I did not remember at all until I started journaling. That's why I said it's power in journaling, y'all. It's so much power. Instead of like having stuff just sit, in your head, in your mind, in your thoughts, write it out because you when you start writing, it's just like a floodgate just opens up, and it's because you become open to what it is that you're trying to get out. You're open to opening up more, and it just helps. It's just therapeutic in general. But I did not remember a whole lot of things in this book, but God opened up my brain, my memory. There's a lot of stuff I learned about myself, a lot of connections that I made. And I know y'all gonna be inspired by it. So let me know if y'all got any questions. Like I think I said a lot of things about the book, but you'll see more stuff that I post. But I have actually too. I have an interview on Call to Pieces website. If you go follow them, I have an interview with them on the 25th, which is on a Tuesday. So I have an interview on the 25th where I'll talk about my book some more. And if you're not following Call to Peace is a website, an organization, not a website. It's got a website, but it's an organization that helps survivors of domestic violence. And they create awareness for domestic violence. But I'm the advocate coordinator with that organization. and they have blessed me enough to be able to share my book on that platform, which is a lot of people that supports that organization. It's a great organization too. Like if you know somebody who may be challenged with domestic violence or domestic abuse, should I say, refer them and they can have an advocate too. So, but yes, so I have an interview on Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock. It'll be posted up there soon. But yeah, so I also want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much who've bought a ticket already or bought a book from me. Thank y'all so much. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate this. Um, it wasn't easy doing this at all. It was not easy at all. But I appreciate all the support from those who have purchased the book already and purchased the event to the a ticket to the event. So what the ticket actually includes is the experience of my launch. It includes a book, some treats, goodies, some food, just hearing me read excerpts from my book, and sharing like what inspired me to also do this book. But it's a way to support me and celebrate with me. So the ticket includes a book with that also. But you can also, if you can't come to the event, then there's also a signing after the event, from 4 to 6. So the event's from 1 to 3, and the signing is from 4 to 6. So you can support me um, by either doing one of those, or you can go to my website at greenlifees.com to buy a book to be shipped. So yes, so you can, I'll put here, down here where you can get the tickets. For anybody, thank y'all again so much. Y'all just don't know. It hasn't really caught up with me. But I know probably the day of the signing, I'm probably gonna be a big old baby and be crying up something. But I really, 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 really appreciate everybody who supported me thus far. Super big thing for me. So I really appreciate you all. And let me know if you got some questions about this book, because I've been getting a lot of messages from people asking me questions. So I'm here now to answer all your questions. You can message me if needed. And yeah, um, I'm putting down here the information. Yep, yep, yep. So share this video too, y'all. If y'all please share this. You can help support me by sharing this video on your page or to someone online. Yeah. So the information is down below. If you can if you want to support me or send a book to someone that you love that may have been challenged with life in general, that needs to be inspired, they need to hear somebody else speak their story. My story is about trauma. I educate you about what trauma looks like, and how it has an effect on your life, and how I overcame it. Like we don't have to stay in our trauma. And so I try to educate people about that. Trauma is like something I really, it sounds bad, but it's something that this sits close to my heart. I love it because there's so many people that are burdened by their traumas, and we don't have to live like that, y'all. We can be free from our trauma. And um yeah, so you don't have to live in. So my life is the example of, being free from trauma and not having to live that life where you're burdened. Hi, Rick. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but yes, so thank y'all so much for the love. Thank y'all. But yes, so the information is below, but Rick is actually, I consider him to be like one of my mentors. Like he's definitely one of those people that will like help pivot me into the work that I've done. Like he's gave me so many tools, so many skills. Like my ISCS family was life. Like and I kind of mentioned them in my book too, is not my name, but they helped me. They were like my mentors on how to support people who were going through traumatic things. And so um yeah, I love my IFCS family. They're amazing. I think we all grew a lot together. But yes. All right, y'all. That's all I have. I just wanted to come up here to give y'all some insight into what you were going to experience by being at the event, by purchasing the book. I mean, y'all, the book, like, I promise you, you won't be burdened by the book at all. Like, I did a great job of layering it. Like, it's raw, but it's good. Like, my mama even read it, y'all. She didn't read the whole book, but she read half of the book, and she was reading, like, she read half of the book while sitting here in a chair in my office. So, and on the same day, like, she literally, it was good. Like, she gave me a good honest review, not because she's my mama, but she gave me a good honest review, and she approved it. So the book is good. um you're gonna laugh, you're gonna be like, whoa, and you're gonna be like, wow. So it's really, really good. I promise you, you won't be burdened. You'll definitely learn from it. My editor had great things to say about my book too, that it's ageless, it could be for any age group, that it's very transparent. I might just, do an interview with her, to see, so she can share with y'all what she felt about the book, because between her and my mom, they're the main two that have read the majority of my book. My husband's actually still working on it, but he's read things along the way. So yes, the book is really good. I promise you won't be burdened by it at all, but you'll have great things to say about it. I believe. I'll let y'all be the judge, but I believe that you'll have wonderful things to say about the book. And why I can't see your comments? Oh, I miss you too, Rick. So you can purchase the book. There's information going across the stream currently. Um, you can get the book from there. And yeah, that's how you get the book. Thank you again for those who've purchased and supported me so far. I really appreciate you. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. So this is another reason why I've been really quiet over this past year, is because this is what I've been working on, y'all. And this was a challenge. It was a challenge for real. Getting it done and getting it out here. Everybody who supported me along the way, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all were so patient with me. So patient. Even though most of y'all didn't say that I was a problem, but I know I can be a problem. But I appreciate your patience, your love, your support. But yeah, get the book, y'all, below. You can purchase it here at This Makes Me Free if you want to get it at thismakemefree.eventbrite.com if you want to come to the event in person and get it signed in person. You can buy it there, or you can buy it at greenlifees.com if you wanted to get it shipped to you, or you can buy it at Amazon, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a little pricier on Amazon right now. So, and I accidentally published it on Amazon, but Amazon, you're going to get it like next week, possibly, if you purchase it today. Because I made a mistake. I was putting it up there trying to hurry up and do it, and I didn't realize that I published it. So I put it on the website. So it's up there on Amazon, and you can see the synopsis on it and what it's about. Yeah. So yeah. Thank y'all. Let me make sure you got no comments. And if y'all don't have anything else to share, I'm gonna be out. I appreciate y'all getting on this live. Thank you again for your support. I love you. And I look forward to seeing y'all at the event if you're there, or at the signing. See you later. I love you. Be free. Remember, be free. Don't allow anybody to hold you hostage to your past or your present. Be free so that you can live the life that you desire and that God desired and purposed for you to live. I love y'all. Good night.